Asthma is one of the most common chronic diseases around the world, affecting over 300 million people. And according to the World Health Organization, asthma is responsible for the deaths of more than 400,000 people each year. This is why it's so important that we learn how to recognize and respond to an asthma emergency fast. Because when time is critical, acting fast can save your life. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm a medical doctor. On this channel, we talk about health topics and medical education. So if you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell. In today's video, we'll be talking about asthma emergencies. We'll be discussing the 4 steps you must know under the acronym FAST to help you respond quickly in an emergency situation. Let's start with the F, which stands for Face the Danger. What does this mean? Well, the first step is to recognize that there is a problem. This may be obvious in some cases, but in others, it may not be clear. For example, you may feel unwell or have difficulty breathing without realizing that it's because of an asthma attack. It's important to pay attention to any changes in your breathing or other symptoms such as coughing, wheezing, or chest tightness. If you notice any of these signs, you should take action immediately. Don't hesitate or try to ignore them. Remember, time is of the essence in an asthma emergency. The next step is to assess the severity of the situation. If you're having trouble breathing, ask yourself, can I still speak in full sentences? If not, then you need to act fast. Another question you can ask yourself is, can I still walk up a flight of stairs without stopping to rest? If the answer is no, then you need to move to the next step. This helps us determine the severity of the asthma attack and whether it's necessary to take more urgent actions. If you're able to answer yes to both questions, it means that your breathing is still relatively okay. However, you should still consider taking your rescue inhaler, as this could prevent the situation from worsening. Now let's move on to the A in FAST, which stands for Activate Your Plan. When you've been diagnosed with asthma, you should have developed an action plan with your healthcare provider. This plan should outline the steps you need to take when you experience an asthma flare-up or an asthma attack. Your asthma action plan may include taking medication, avoiding triggers, and seeking medical attention. It's crucial to follow your asthma action plan as soon as possible when experiencing an asthma emergency. Don't wait until things get worse before taking action. Remember, early intervention can prevent the situation from escalating further. If your asthma action plan includes using a rescue inhaler, make sure to do so correctly. If you're unsure how to use your rescue inhaler properly, ask your healthcare provider or pharmacist for guidance. They'll be happy to show you how to use it effectively. Additionally, if your asthma is severe or you've had recent exacerbations, consider keeping a peak flow meter at home. A peak flow meter is a device that measures how quickly you can exhale air from your lungs. This can help you identify when your asthma is getting worse and it's time to take additional measures. If your peak flow rate is low, follow the instructions in your asthma action plan. Another important aspect of activating your plan is to seek medical attention promptly. Don't hesitate to call an ambulance or go to the nearest emergency department. If your symptoms don't improve or worsen despite your best efforts, it's crucial to remember that you shouldn't rely solely on online advice or over-the-counter medications to treat an asthma emergency. While these resources can be helpful, they're no substitute for professional medical treatment. Moving on to the S in FAST, which stands for Stop Your Triggers. Once you've taken the necessary steps to address your breathing difficulties, it's essential to focus on preventing the situation from worsening further. One way to achieve this is by identifying and avoiding your triggers. Common asthma triggers include dust, pollen, mold, animal dander, and certain chemicals or pollutants. If you're aware of your triggers, take immediate action to remove yourself from the situation. For example, if you're outside and the weather is windy, which is causing your asthma to flare up, find shelter indoors or in your car to protect yourself from the wind. Similarly, if you're at home, close the windows and doors to prevent pollen from entering your living space. If you're not sure what your triggers are, try to relax and stay calm. Panic or anxiety can exacerbate asthma symptoms, making it harder to breathe. Take deep breaths and try to stay relaxed until you can identify and address the issue. There are also certain medications that can trigger asthma symptoms. If you suspect that a particular medication is causing problems, talk to your doctor about alternative options. By taking these steps to avoid triggers, you'll be able to minimize the risk of further irritation to your airways and prevent the situation from worsening. And finally, let's discuss the T in FAST, which stands for Take Your Controller Medications. Controller medications are long-term solutions used to manage chronic conditions such as asthma. They work by reducing inflammation in the airways and preventing the symptoms of asthma from occurring in the first place. Unlike rescue inhalers, which are used to treat acute symptoms, controller medications are taken regularly, even when there are no noticeable symptoms of asthma. These medications can help improve lung function and reduce the frequency and severity of asthma attacks. Examples of controller medications include inhaled corticosteroids, long-acting beta agonists, and leukotriene modifiers. If you have asthma, your doctor may prescribe one or more of these medications, depending on the severity of your condition and individual needs. It's important to take controller medications regularly as prescribed, even if you don't feel any symptoms of asthma. This can help prevent the progression of the disease and reduce the risk of complications. If you miss doses or don't take your medications as directed, it can lead to a buildup of inflammation in the airways and increase your risk of having an asthma attack. During an asthma emergency, it's crucial to follow your asthma action plan and take your controller medications as directed. In addition to taking your regular medications, you may also need to use a rescue inhaler to relieve acute symptoms. It's important to note that rescue inhalers and controller medications have different purposes and should not be used interchangeably. Taking quick-acting relief medications can help manage your symptoms while the controller medications work to reduce inflammation in the airways. By following the 4 steps outlined in FAST, you can effectively respond to an asthma emergency and potentially save your own life or the life of someone else. Remember to face the danger, activate your plan, avoid triggers, and take your medications. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends and family. Until next time, take care and stay healthy.